everyone, my name is Tim. Welcome to Two Buds, One Shroom, where we discuss the different tools that are out there that can help you reclaim your mental health or dampen the symptoms enough that come along with depression, anxiety, and low mood for you to put in the work and get your kind of energy levels up, because all that's super important as you're going through that battle. We'll speak to real people who have been through it themselves and give them an opportunity to share their story on how they were able to overcome their mental health challenges. And if you or a loved one are currently in the process of researching the numerous options that you have to address those mental health symptoms, hopefully our channel will be a resource for you or help you learn more about what's out there. Maybe you want to try the more natural routes, such as addressing nutritional issues through diets or supplements, or trying plant medicine, meditation, or exercise, or trying to get new habits, disciplines, or routines in your life. That's an optional route to go. Or maybe you have to go the next step further, where you try traditional therapy, or maybe one of the newer therapies that's out there. Or maybe you have to go the next step after that, which is going to be trying to get medications prescribed by a doctor. And those medications can work for people, but again, they have side effects. We're going to discuss it here on this channel from people that have actually taken those steps themselves, and you can learn from them. And for those that don't know my story, I've been able to beat 15 years worth of depression and for these rolling ups and downs that I had, mostly downs and ups, that plagued my entire adult life. And I was this close to getting on antidepressants. And I'm glad that I didn't, because it wouldn't have helped solve the root problem of why I was feeling this way and why my body was feeling as bad as it was. It was a vitamin D deficiency. That story's worth hearing. It won't be in this video today. Today's video is going to be about the wins that one of our community members has had this week. But first, before we get into that, let's talk about the wins that our Two Buds, One Shroom project has had. First, our first episode has over 140 views. Second, we have 30 YouTube subscribers. And if you like what you hear so far, by the way, click the subscribe button below and hit that bell so you get notifications for when we put out a new video. Third, our subreddit, r/2buds1shroom, has reached over 120 members in our Reddit group. And fourth, we got our very first Patreon supporter. It's not my mom, it's not me, it's a brand new member of our community that believes in what we're trying to help people achieve for themselves: better mental health. And he's found the informational resources that we've put together on our Discord valuable enough that it's caused him to take action on getting a newer therapy for his anxiety. So that's what today's episode is going to be about. It's me talking about him. His name is Neptune, and he's battled anxiety for years, and he's prescribed Xanax, which he takes daily. And despite the fact that he's in therapy, the volume of his anxiety has slowly kind of been continuing to creep up. So he's just researching other options online and ran across one of our Reddit posts that contains some information about things you should know before you have your first ketamine therapy appointment. So he did a little bit of reading on our Discord, and he found it to be valuable. And he asked us in our community some questions about what ketamine therapy is like, and he just had some other questions that just weren't in the guide, and he took action. In fact, he set up the consult to see if he was a candidate for ketamine therapy, and it went surprisingly well. Came home, the next day got a phone call saying he got declined for the therapy. So he shared that disappointment with the community, because that was one of the things that he was really looking forward to that may have been an avenue for relief for him. But in hearing that and the reason why he got declined, I said, man, you got to advocate for yourself here. You got to take it a step further. You need to push back a little bit here, because the reason for why he got declined didn't make a lot of sense to me. And what I'm finding with these ketamine providers are that they tend to err on the side of caution with things. So I encouraged him to reach out to his other doctors and get approval that the ketamine therapy would be okay for him to pursue, because he has a metal plate in his head from a benign tumor that he had removed several years ago. So I said, man, you got to ask your other doctors, get a written note, and then pass that along to the ketamine provider. And generally speaking, as long as there's not an interaction there, they should be okay with it. And guess what? He did that. He pushed, he advocated for himself, and he got approved. And he shared with us that his normal reaction would have been to get deflated and kind of get let down and to kind of stop. But that's another purpose that we have within our community, is that we're going to be supportive and help other people get information that they need to know to advocate for themselves. So he had his first ketamine therapy appointment last Friday, and he said it was like a sigh of relief for his anxiety. And he's had some side effects, like he's had some headaches. He's had some just overall fatigue after the appointment, but he says that the anxiety level has been kind of melted away a little bit, and it's been easier to kind of manage all of that. And he's continuing his medications as he should.
One minor correction here. Since the shooting of this video, Neptune provided some additional information that I wasn't aware of. So, under his doctor's orders slash allowance, he actually opted to try to taper off of Xanax after his first ketamine appointment. And obviously, there's can be withdrawals as a result of that. Well, basically, the doctor said, "Hey, you can take about 25% less than you would normally take, and you shouldn't really have many withdrawal symptoms." However, Neptune seems to believe that a lot of these symptoms are the result of experiencing a bit of a withdrawal from benzodiazepines, which is very, very common. In addition, he also noted that supplementing both magnesium and vitamin D has assisted in some of those symptoms. And if you have any advice as far as how to dampen the symptoms for Neptune and coming off of doctor prescribed Xanax, leave them in the comments down below, because obviously he would like to learn about this so he can take this information to his doctor and maybe try it out for himself to reduce those symptoms, because from what he says, they're rough. And from what I know, they're rough.
But the main point is that, one, he took action, and two, when he got declined, he pushed back. And that's something that we're seeing in the medical community, is you have to advocate for yourself. If you are told one thing, you need to take the next step in research. If you get told no on something, you need to inquire why. We're hoping that this is going to be the path for him so he can turn down that anxiety in his life, so it's easier for him to put in the work he needs to put into to get it completely under control. So wanted to make this video to share all these wins for the week, but mostly share with you that, Eric, thank you for your support. Thank you for believing in us. But also, congratulations to you and the steps that you're taking to get all this under control. Like, we're proud of you, all of us. We have a cool community of people that are supportive, and we're really, really happy for you and the steps that you're taking to just make a win for yourself. So thanks for coming by to listen to our first set of wins that we've had from the Two Boats, One Shroom project. And I'm going to try to end the videos the same way every time, because I think these are words that will help not only describe kind of our approach to making improvements, especially with something as complex as your mental health, but two, it would have just been nice and encouraging to kind of hear. And it would have prevented me from being so hard on myself when I didn't continuously make good results in my recovery. But one, just keep doing the best you can. Life is complex, and life is not always going to be a straight line of progress. So just keep doing the best you can. And two, keep paying good things forward. It is good to do good things for other people, nice things for other people, things that people didn't expect. And when you do those things, not only does it make you feel good, but it's going to come back to you in a way that you can't even imagine. So once again, if you like what you're hearing, our videos will continue to get better. There are interviews coming up ahead. The next set of videos, I'm going to talk a little bit about me and what I went through in my vitamin D deficiency. And there are some things that you need to know out of that, because I'm going to describe people that you know, and it may be even you included. But like us, subscribe us, join our Discord. We'd love to meet you. We'd love to hear more about your story. Once again, my name is Tim. I'm with Two Beds, One Shroom. Thank you so much. Have a good one.